Hello, hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel V and Homeopathy. So, in this video, we shall study the evolutionary study of Nux vomica in stages. So, the Nux vomica person in a non-pathological state, that is, in a healthy state, is very ambitious, very intelligent, very capable, very hardworking, and his intelligence is pragmatic rather than philosophical. Means his intelligence is his intelligence is very realistic rather than being philosophical. Uh, he's very efficient. He's very particular. So, a healthy Nux vomica, a Nux vomica in a non-pathological state, can make an excellent employee, as well as Nux vomica is also a natural leader, just like sulfur. So, but in homeopathy, we should always be careful that we should never prescribe any remedy on the healthy symptoms. Prescription is based on unhealthy symptoms. So, this point always needs to be kept in mind. So, in the first stage of development of Nux vomica, the symptoms of ambitiousness and fastidiousness and conscientious about trifles are carried to an extreme level. Nux vomica becomes a workaholic. So, he accepts, because he is so much ambitious, he accepts all the promotions, accept all the job of all the tasks and projects that are assigned to him. In this respect, we should compare Nux vomica with arsenic and phosphorus. Phosphorus is also an intelligent remedy, very quick to perceive, but phosphorus is not as competitive as Nux vomica. Nux vomica is perhaps the most competitive remedy of the entire materia medica. Arsenic will decline promotions because he wants a easy life. Personal comfort is very important for arsenic. Arsenic is a very selfish remedy and a very dependent remedy. Nux vomica is a very independent remedy. So this is the first stage. In the first stage, the ambitiousness and the particular uh, tendency, being particular about things, the fastidiousness and the conscientiousness about trifles are intensified. In the second stage, you see, because Nux vomica is very ambitious, he uh, keeps on accepting tasks and projects even beyond his capacity, but he doesn't want to admit that. So limitation is a word which is not to be found in a Nux vomica person's dictionary. He's not ready to accept any limitation as regards the time or his personal capacity. He's like, the tasks and projects should be keep on coming. To cope up with this, there is overindulgence in the stimulants, be it alcohol, tea, coffee, everything, and even in sex. So, and this overindulgence, this debauchery leads to overstimulation and sensitivity and irritability of the nervous system. And that is why in this second stage of development of Nux vomica, you see the some of the typical symptoms of Nux vomica. He's like oversensitiveness to uh, all the external impressions, be it light, sound, and you see in Nux vomica that there is faintness from odors, especially in the morning. So, two more important Nux vomica features are seen in this stage. The typical Nux vomica sleep that we see, he cannot help from falling asleep in the evening and then wakes up at 3 to 4 a.m. After that, falls into a dreamy sleep, uh, which from which he is difficult to arouse, and a sound sleep when it is time to get up. So, sleeps till late in the morning. And one more important thing which you can see in this stage is the actions are turned in opposite direction. Dr. George Vitulkas has explained this very beautifully. The more he strains, the harder it is to it is to evacuate the stool. The urine is dribbling, and when he tries to forcefully void the urine, then there is no dribbling at all. So in this stage, the irritability also starts to crop up. But this irritability is such that he can manage, the next person can manage this irritability. He can deal with the irritability. The irritability is not perceptible to the observer. So this is about the second stage. In the third stage, the irritability and the characteristic anger of Naxwamika are perceptible even to the observer. He is very angry of the he is very angry on any contradiction, and this contradiction is not out of ego, but this contradiction is out of the fact that he knows that he is right, and when he is contradicted, it is very justifiable that he becomes angry. And the anger and irritability are seen in a great degree in this stage. So the characteristic anger, what Dr. Kent has described, if he is walking and a chair comes in his way, he can kick the chair. If he finds something in a drawer, he tries to find something in a drawer and he is not able to find it, he bangs the drawer. If he's working, or if he is even sitting and someone is making some noise, he'll shout on him very badly. So this typical anger is seen in this third stage. In the fourth stage, he can become malicious, cruel, he can become really violent, he can inflict physical violence on someone. And in this stage, you see suicidal disposition also. But as we know, Naxwamika has suicidal disposition but lacks the courage to suicide. So all this, this violence and suicidal disposition is seen in this stage, fourth stage. In the fifth stage, you can see Naxwamika going on to a state of insanity, where there are many delusions uh, regarding harm to others or harm to self, or there are many delusions regarding some failure. So all this is seen, and he becomes very impulsive. All the suspiciousness, the paranoid aspect, all the various delusions and the impulsiveness is most marked in the fifth stage. So I'll just come to the stimulant part. What we have seen in the stage of in the second stage, where he has like overworked, he needs to overwork, and for this he needs a stimulation. So it is said that Naxwamika can't work without coffee and can't go to sleep without alcohol. So this was, in short, a development of the stages of Naxwamika. So I'll stay tuned to the channel and I'll meet you with some another video. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope it might have cleared some of the concepts and about Naxwamika. Thank you so much.